Hi, welcome. This is the energy for today, January 21st. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today, January 21st? January 21st. So the mountain, maybe an obstacle, maybe something you think is blocked, or something's not going to be able to come through, or you're not going to be able to go through to something. It is a 6. It is about harmony and peace. It also is a card of if an obstacle is placed in front of you, do you just give up or do you keep trying? So there's a sense of reaching balance, but you have to keep trying. And then the golden palace, then you will achieve that goal or get to the place where you need to get. It's also divine guidance. And then the moonlight. The moonlight is really this sense of taking time to come together with your own self, your mind, your body, your spirit, and follow intuition, follow signs. Also get connected with maybe feminine energy, which is loving, healing kind of energy. And then you have the bone collector, which is beautiful because that's a start. It's a number 1. It's really dealing with starting over again. It's almost as if it's time to start a new cycle. Lord and behold, it's just like maybe going through a rough patch and then all of a sudden there's light at the end of the tunnel. And that's definitely what it feels like. Bright and clear. So the bottom of the deck is another 10. It's about a road, like rock bottom. Remember, it's almost like you've gone down to like the deepest of the deepest that you can go, and now you're going to start to come up. I do feel like you have different options, so maybe this is you having to pick an option so that you can get yourself out of that dump, whatever that is, that hole. And then you have balancing act and see, and that's where that choice comes in. That's really that sense of having to maybe pick something, maybe going out on the limb or taking a chance, or just something like a risk, but it's a choice, but it leads to happiness. There's a ship there and it has hearts, so this is definitely something that I do feel there's a choice here, but there's something there that is a roadblock, and you feel like maybe giving up, or you feel like there's no sense of success, maybe a little lack of faith. But like I said, if it comes and it drops right in front of you, do you just surrender and give up, or do you try different ways to get out of it? And that's what that card is. Okay, so let's see what this means for you, though. The 6 mountain, what does this mean? Follow your intuition, guys. Your feelings, your gut feelings. Don't give up on your faith. So this is the 7 of Wands, the wheel. I'm sorry, the world. The 2 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So really, I feel like with the mountain, this is where you have to stand up for yourself. There's something that I definitely do feel maybe you have to fight some resistance, whether this is external, like on the outside where people are not with you, or they think different than you, or maybe just causing some kind of conflict. This is where you rise above it and you think about yourself as being number 1, and you move forward with those actions. Maybe this is working on yourself, standing up for yourself, standing up for your beliefs, staying firm with your beliefs. There's a sense of truth here. The Ace of Swords is a beautiful card because it's a card of, maybe you've been foggy and you haven't been able to think clearly, and it causes you to feel very much like this very first card, like just maybe uncertain or scared or just like frustrated. But the Ace of Swords then comes in and it gives you this sense of clarity. And with this clarity comes that end to something that maybe you've been spiraling out of control in a sense with the same situation or the same cycle, or maybe just lacking truth, not listening to messages or intuition that comes in for you. I definitely do feel like there's a sense of maybe following those ideas to get you out of something that is, you think it's not, it's almost like you thinking you're not going to be able to make it. I think it's faith. I think there's a sense of lost faith here. Let's see here. What is the world? What is the world, please? The world. And this situation could be anything in your life. You know, it could be your love life, could be money, it could be a family. I mean, it could be your environment, your society, whatever that is for you. You got the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. And so there's really this sense of, okay, so maybe you've lost a little bit of fear of some kind of balance. Almost like with the Five of Swords, it's that kind of card where, you know, you want to go down that new cycle, and maybe you've given into something that hasn't really quite been balanced for you. Do you step out of that, or do you, in other words, step out of that situation so that you can move forward, or do you get stuck in that situation? And it's a card of Spirit really asking you, like, how long will you keep yourself there? Because I definitely do feel like this is where you need to stand up and cut the BS and move forward to get that new beginning, because that is an offer of a fresh start with the world. Maybe this is traveling for you, getting up and go, taking some action. Excuse me. Yeah, it's very like maybe staying balanced, you know, maybe staying balanced enough to be able to make that change or go towards something, because there's definitely a delay there, or maybe you wanting to start to plan and move and travel. Both of these cards are about travel, so maybe you're feeling a little bit you know, tied down and not being able to roam around. So that definitely could be you standing up for what you need. There's really this sense of defeat and failure, and a sense of loss of faith. That's definitely what I get. It's like a loss of faith. But I do feel like this is also where some sort of something that wasn't, you know, maybe some kind of slander, or something that just wasn't fair for you. Maybe even some kind of cowardly thing, or just something happened to you that wasn't like, it shouldn't have happened to you, is what I feel like. I feel you're going to get your sense of being able to come on top of it, if that makes sense. That's the best way I could say it. It's like, I feel it's a lack of faith, maybe, that you're not going to be able to go move forward. Maybe that you're stuck, okay? What is the Two of Wands? But there's different ways to get around it, guys. God works in mysterious ways. I definitely do feel that. Okay, so the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so that conflict there is, do you take charge and maybe go about it in a different direction, a different way, maybe on your own? If it is work, maybe it's you working on your own, starting your own business, but maybe you can't do it. Maybe you're tied. But I definitely do feel with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, it's something that you have to allow to maybe happen, or something that you need to maybe save your energy for to go forward. Maybe use that last resort. I think you've been trying at something, and this is maybe that's what it is. It's the last resort. It's like, this is the last chance you have to maybe go about a certain situation, or I definitely do feel it's something that maybe you have to have faith in order so that it can get you towards moving towards that right direction. Okay, I want to know, what is the Nine of Wands right here? The Nine of Wands. What's the Nine of Wands here for today? Nine of Wands. So the Judgment. See, that second chance, taking that leap of faith to have a second chance. Maybe you lost faith. You could really be boggled right now. That mountain is that sense of fear. It's that sense of frustration. It's that sense of, yeah, maybe you're drowning. Maybe there's so much you want to say and it's just not coming out. There's a sense of maybe a lack of emotion, a lack of vulnerability. Okay, you got the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands really needing to end something. Maybe letting go of some old baggage, or some old karma. You got the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So definitely that sense of, you know, maybe having some kind of enough love for yourself to leave some kind of fearful, stagnant situation with the ten of Wands. I feel it's stressful. And I say stagnant because I feel like this is something that's been going on for a long time. Maybe just carrying the weight of other people. I definitely do feel like this is where you have to, maybe that's the surrender, maybe that's the sacrifice you have to make, is really love yourself first before others or before a situation. There's really the sense of having faith. There is really the sense of starting over. So whatever this is for you, I don't feel it's long term. I feel like this is a process. I definitely do feel like it's also an awakening to maybe know which direction you want to go towards. We do have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So is this the sense of perhaps maybe balancing out a situation so you can come together? Maybe with the Ace of Cups, starting over, loving oneself. What is the Golden Palace? Because the Golden Palace is really that call to maybe, you know, a more peaceful state of mind, spirituality, healing. Are you trying to heal? Are you separated from somebody and you want to heal something? Okay, so you got the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords. You want to move away from a wrong choice. Maybe you made a wrong choice. Maybe you picked the wrong situation. I do feel like even if you pick the wrong choice and you have the opportunity now to choose something new, you might be stuck in some sort of, like with the Five of Swords, it sort of pulls you, you know, it pulls you into that negative energy. So are you not giving yourself the chance to move forward? What is, you know, the Six of Swords is really taking those lessons and just not being scared to move away from it. You know, like if you're in an abusive relationship, it's like, don't stay in it. Like, move yourself out of it. Like, you have a feeling of it. Maybe you are in some kind of conflict or something with the Five of Swords there. And that was just an example of something that you would want to move away from with the Six of Swords, okay? And the Seven of Cups is really, I think, you knowing that you made a wrong choice and now you're trying to come out of it, but maybe it needs you really listening to your intuition and having good feelings about yourself to get past maybe, you know, that kind of resistance. Not the resistance that is good, the resistance that holds you back in fear. I want to know, what is the moon? What's the moon? Right here, I just want to know. The High Priestess, so intuition, knowledge, very much like I read it. There's some sort of fear, maybe secrets. They both stand for secrets. So maybe there's secret love here. Okay, the Golden Palace, and I want to know, what's the Queen of Cups? The Queen of Cups. It's gonna lead you to that great place. See, look at that. Oh my goodness. So the King of Cups flung out, guys. Is this a secret love? Is this what's just driving you nuts with the Five of Swords? You made the wrong choice. Maybe to go down that wrong path. Maybe this was an opportunity that was presented to you before you can move out of the old situation. Is that why there's new love here with the Ace of Cups? That's definitely what it feels like. So this could be your twin. This could be your soulmate. This is a masculine and a feminine, is all I can tell you. This is peaceful. This is where you're going to lead to. This is where, it's like, let go of all those conflicts, and that's where it's going to lead you. Okay? So, what is the moonlight? The moonlight, please. What is the moonlight here? What is the moonlight? So, the Magician, manifesting, using the powers with the moon, and really manifest. Give yourself a new beginning. This is the sense of also, they say serendipity, so things just happening at a natural state for you. Maybe being there at the right moment, you know, maybe seeing somebody at that right moment or meeting somebody. What is the Magician? The Magician and the moonlight. See, meeting somebody. Maybe this is running into somebody. and that is your person, you know. Yeah, that's definitely the sense with the Two of Wands, to move forward to it and start over. Have you done work on yourself? What is the Two of Cups? The Two of Cups, please. Starting over with the Two of Cups. You want to start over. Okay, so communication with the Eight of Wands and Page of Swords. Communication. Somebody needs to learn communication. Someone needs to take action and speak up. Whether this is the masculine or the feminine, I feel in order to have that fresh start again with the Magician and the Two of Cups, you've got to take action. It's almost also like with the Page of Swords, either you've gathered all your information of what you needed to be able to move, or maybe your person is still somehow watching you, or keeping an eye on you, or something like this. But I do feel the Eight of Wands is that motion. It's that taking that leap to maybe move and talk, or maybe travel to, or go at it again. Like, you know, forget that you made the wrong choice, but maybe give yourself the second chance with the Judgment. Okay. I want to know, what is the Bone Collector? And it is a time for a new cycle, guys. Look at that. So your spirit of balance, which is the Chariot, meaning you can take the good and the bad and really balance it out, is calling you to move towards this Ten of Cups. I definitely do feel like this is somebody who is maybe taking that fresh leap of faith to start over. With the Bone Collector, I definitely got that sense of maybe starting up a new cycle. Maybe it's time to do it. You've gathered all the information. You've gathered, maybe you really learned from a karmic situation. But this is also somebody who could be single, looking for family, looking for love, looking for happiness with the Chariot. Maybe this is your person that's become single. Okay. I do feel that could be it. Okay, what is the Chariot, please? The Chariot. Page of Wands, young and free, is what they said. I don't know why, but and the Lovers. So maybe free to choose. Okay, look out for that message. Communication. What is the Ten of Cups? Ten of Cups, please. The Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, please. Ten of Cups, okay. So the Ten of Pentacles. So you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Happiness, having your family together, complete success, joyfulness, prosperity, abundance, all those good things that come with that. So 10 of Pentacles, please. This is where you're coming towards, or this is what's coming towards you. The Hierophant. So spirituality, maybe a spiritual connection, a sense of being pulled by spirit, really elevating in spirituality as well, and allowing to transform and change. Give me one more for that Five of Swords. I don't know why that Five of Swords just pulls me today. They're so confused, I feel, about making this move, but yet they want to. That Fool, see, and that's the missing link. That's that person taking that leap of faith to make everything complete in their life. Definitely it could be you making everything complete in your life. Yeah, I do feel like this is taking that leap of faith, so give it time. Let's see. How can the story end for today, please? How can the story end for today? There's a struggle here. Remember, something's going to happen. It's going to feel like you lost all control and it's not going to fix itself. But there's a sense of a lost faith right here. But it's going to change. Whatever the situation is for you, it's going to change to a good outcome. What is the conclusion of this story? What is the conclusion of this story, please? Okay, so the Moon, paying attention to intuition, not walking away from vulnerabilities, allowing yourself to change, allowing yourself to be more guided by spirit, okay? Having a knowing. It's almost like having knowledge. I love the moon card because it shows, you know, the moon is feminine, but there's the sun. I feel like the sun, in some of the cards it looks like the sun. I feel like it's combined in a sense. I always feel that it's a card of masculine and feminine. When you reach that balance, you come together, if that makes sense. Okay. Let's see here. The King of Wands. You have it twice. Taking action, guys. Movement. Maybe pulling themselves into singlehood to be able to sorry, I think I said that twice. To be able to maybe start over again or make something happy. Okay, the Page of Swords, a communication. Time to open up, time to express. Okay, one more. One more. Oh, there's that Judgment again. So it's really about having a second chance. It's about letting go so that you can have the second chance. Judgment doesn't mean like, you know, everything is going to get bad once you surrender to it. It just means it gives you an opportunity to reset and start over again and sort of wipe the slate clean. It's really when it takes out all the negativity out of your life so you can start over again with some kind of balance. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, I want to know, what is the karmic cycle here, please? What's the karmic cycle here? Karmic cycle. How will it end, please? The karmic cycle. It doesn't want to tell me. How funny. What is the karmic cycle here? Healing the heart. So someone's healing, and that's what the Judgment will do. Healing from a heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or an addiction. So definitely that's what could be happening. Someone's healing and balancing out. And then there's another clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. So it's not a bad thing. It's a step forward. Whoever this is, they're still working. Okay. Okay, let's see. What are the whispers of love for this reading, please? The whispers of love for this reading. Whispers of love. Okay, it says, you are limitless. Recognize this truth and you can do anything you choose to do. And so someone who's healing from that heartbreak or whatever happened to break your heart, it really has to take you this time to wake up to get you to move, okay? Then you have this one as well. It says, back to what you love. You cannot... Oh, I'm sorry. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Ooh, what are you going to do? What are you going to take? And then this one, love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. So that's the recognizing of a soul. It's like recognizing that you're good enough. And it really helps you to push forward. Okay, let's see. What is the chakra message with this reading? Their chakra message, please. The chakra message, please. The chakra message. Okay, so it says, who am I? So this is the throat chakra. And with this one, you can voice out and say everything that you need to. And then also this one came out. So let's see here. The gift of creativity. So follow your ideas. It's going to guide you towards something that is very creative. Okay, and sometimes maybe even teachers, becoming teachers of others. I want to know, what is the insight, please, for today? The insight with this reading. What is the insight? Okay, so you are worthy. There may be voices that tell you you are otherwise. Don't believe them. The past may have told you that you aren't, but leave all that in the past and embody your worthlessness now. And remember, I told you this is the person, especially the Five of Swords, really called me today. They're trying to get out of it and they come back. They get better and they come back. It's because they're trying to break an old pattern, okay? Which is good. So let's see. I'm going to close it off with the soul message. What is their soul message for today, please? Their soul message. Okay. What risk can I take today? It says, be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big scary leap. But do not be afraid because your soul has wings. So the action that is needed today is, what risk can you take to move towards that dream? Make a decision to do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous and you will discover what you really are made of. And that's beautiful. That really goes with the reading. And I don't know how that happens, guys, but it does. I guess it's the message we all need to hear. I know my reading cut off short yesterday, but I do appreciate everything you guys do for me. I continue to pray for all of us every single day. Every single day before I do a reading, I always pray for all of us, even myself, for safety. So thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.